had the mammogram, and then it was pretty clear that there was a pretty big problem going on. So it was really quite a shock because 32, I mean, neither one of us had any health problems, and the worst thing that had ever happened to us was a cavity.
I found the lump a little bit like in May, and he said, "You're almost 13 years out."
People don't realize that this can happen in spite of doing everything right.
Past the 5-year mark, celebrated, and didn't think I would ever see this again. 2008, I go in for a simple test, and sure enough, there it is, at stage 4.
Mine is in the bone, and it is pretty much in almost every bone in my body, to tell you the truth. Now, the problem with the treatments for metastatic cancers is they do not control our disease for very long.
Once a metastatic patient runs out of the handful of drugs that he or she is capable of taking or tolerating, that is the end of their treatment. And once they stop treating themselves, that's when the cancer wins and they're going to die.
I represent an early stage breast cancer patient's worst fear. Metastatic cancer is scary, it's ugly, it's painful, people die, people don't want to talk about dying, but it's real.
Metastasis is kept to a great extent a deep, dark secret.
The first doctor I had, I said, "So how many more treatments do I have to go?" And she kept saying, "I don't know." She wouldn't explain to me that you're in this for the rest of your life, and I don't know why.
I was asked not to mention to breast cancer patients that I had metastatic breast cancer. The reason was that they felt it would be too frightening for other patients to know that other people metastasize.
When you say metastatic, even today, I can tell people I have metastatic cancer, and maybe out of every 3 people, 1 out of 3, maybe 2 out of 3 will say to me, "Well, what does that mean? What is metastatic cancer?"
It's really very important that the public understands far more about metastatic breast cancer, or metastatic cancer in general, because it's stage 4 research is not getting the funding, and we will continue to lose massive number of lives every year until that changes.
This stage of breast cancer is poorly funded. Leading organizations haven't put the focus on funding metastatic research.
We're the only organization out there that solely funds metastatic breast cancer research, and the only organization putting 100% of all donations into our metastatic research grants.
I know people don't want to think about it, but we are living it, and I'm just urging everyone, please don't put your head in the sand about this.
Women like myself, who are 10 years out, who were 10 or 12 years out from stage 2 or 3, need to be really vigilant. And they're not.
I have friends I run into at work that I don't see real often, and I'll run into them in the cafeteria or something, and they'll be, I can tell they're afraid to ask me, "How's Kelly
And
doing?"
some of them I worked with too,
Because they
over
don't
the
know
years.
if
Yeah, and I don't work
she's
there
still
anymore.
around anymore or not.
Yeah.
That's hard for people. Luckily, I've always pretty much had a good response for them.
Yeah, someday that'll change. But hopefully not soon.